Siraira ikara nogya Kampala manya Kenya manya Dubai nogitoza hati nurekeraho genda mu batyasi karugusa yone emibaze roho okukebera omubiri gwono kamanya na kyorwaire byona byabusa iwe kwenda kukebera kompyuta kwigula ebinywa kandi inyo bakasitoma babo abakuru inyo bakubahereza special care bakusubuza green tea habeya y'omusubuzi okuterwa omutwe kuterwa omutima ekiriro liro mu mubiri kuruma n'okuzimba ebigere ulcers hanija sukali pressure kusanyarara omusujja ogutakira kurumwa omugongo kuruma munda amani gekisajja negekazi toine iwo karwara amaino habokwa nibo bokaba kuletera ombazi gwa amaino ogubakweta high quality toothpaste bakusemereza obuhereza haihi na iwe buli kya baraza babahunya marunda town council hasanyuka bar and lodge kandi kuruga kya kabiri kya kasatu kya kana kya katano kya mukaga hamuna kya sande baba karuguza ha office zabwe enkuru ha muhanda gwa kikada waruga ha stand big bank hakona house ne kyapa kibaho kwano kirora genda nakasenti kogule mibazi niko bakwijanja bokire abokumanya bikiraho baza nabo hazira musanju munana mukaga 13 04 00 na 0740 kenda na 5 10 23 Yanshi together we share.
For how Chinese bantu baingi muno ohulira kyansimba hano nkwata hamugongo ekifuba kikulemera oburumi munyingo mu baitu hati wekwata ba for how Chinese bano ni bayijanja banokira kimo ebirwaire no biraga nenkoro yawe yekikugu baine byoma ebya meridian therapy nibikonyera okwigula ebinywa kutereza migongo alinywa bakusasa nibakumara mu busasi bona bwino munyingo hati nywa bakuzimbe bigere mugende mubayikire nibakora handwereza maiso nibajanja basukali harusazi okwetaga kusara size okendezo munyeto gwine oine kizibu kyo kusanyarara hamuna inywa baterwe stroke niba batereza ni mugaruka okurungi muno aba for how Chinese hano mukaruguza basange amuhanda gwa kizizi ogugenda vision hakiomba ko kyakona house haihine ichundiro lya magiteri yaka opposite Millennium Guest House rundi baterera namba zesimu 0 musanju 8 musanju na musanju asatu na 8 na 0 musanju 0 mwenda nkaga na 2 kinana na 3 anna nemu for how Chinese hamuno bujanja byo burungi.
Esaha zekire ibire zekiro ohulirize Kdr 10 fama akaire kanu nikakuleterwa
MTN voice bundles ezikutera network zona habei dondolo migasita 10 ibiri hash rundo yekonyeza my MTN app okome mu daily bundle habo kuba butukubaza itwena titukwemerezebwa. MTN Uganda Limited nerolerwa Uganda Communications Commission.
A very good evening. It is exactly 8 p.m. My name is Deo Asiimwe. I welcome you to this broadcast of Kdr News. Now the detail. Residents and local leaders of Rukindo Cell in Kibale Town Council Kibale District are concerned over the slow progress of works of the over 1.1 billion shillings Rukindo solar powered water supply system. The construction works of the 6 months project were launched in March this year by the Finance Minister Matia Kasaija, who doubles as the Buyanja County Member of Parliament. The construction works. The contract was a Works Green company to undertake the installation of a 108,000 liters capacity water reservoir able to supply 14,000 liters per hour, with the works also including the construction of a pump house, setting up 2 public stand posts, among others. But Robert Senyonyi, the local council 1 chairperson of Rukindo Cell, notes that ever since the project was launched, an estimate of 10% works have been implemented on ground, including the construction of the pump house, which is at the roofing level, the procurement of transmission and distribution pipelines, few kilometers of trenches. Senyonyi says the slow pace of the construction works is instilling worry among the residents of Rukindo, Bamusuta, Kibingo and Kirangwa, yet the contract period is soon to elapse. Other residents who preferred not to be recorded say that the contractor breached the agreement of the local content whereby the natives were not given chance to work.
Tandika kwa kasatu iye myezi mukaga eri suppose kuwayo ku omwenda esigaize wiki just isatu baitu bwo kugenda mu percent like 100 ayahairwe project yakakora 10%, 90% yona tekozirwe omulimo guli kubi kuruga gutandika omulimo gutura kubi muno bwo kugenda apa house ifambale bagyombeke akajwa ko bakombekeire emyezi ena na hatitika kahoire trench yonka kugenda mu pipe bakalima haka pati ya rusozano barugaho bagenda balima kuri akandi bayinuka bata hati nyowe ninyebembera abataka bandi mukweterere nduru kiri kubi kandi nyowe nkuba nindora ya highway project yena taina ratiri ezokukora omulimo ogwa muhayirwe so nkusaba abebembezi bakibali mupushinge ekintu kinu korora kyakorwa omuraini koko kisaine korwa.
When contacted for a comment on the matter, the project engineer from Nexus Green, Petua Mary Buteme, declined to comment, rather referred our reporter to the Ministry of Water for a comment.
Your progress ogifuna ku ministry sikonze project ya ministry zandi contractor ino bonanyuzibwa okogera n'omuntu wa radio kati ogenda ku ministry pale kubanga po government.
However, Ben Sekuye, the Kibale District Water Officer, says the Rukindo water supply system is being implemented by the Ministry of Water and Environment on behalf of Kibale District local government that contracted Nexus Green, adding that Nexus Green also subcontracted it to another undisclosed contractor. Sekuye says they are experiencing internal challenges with the subcontractor, which he says he will follow up.
Project eno ekaba designing wekuba na itwenka district tuli hasaidi ekutunga ekintu ekihoire. Ministry of Water and Environment niyo ekikira district niye eino obukugu ekutuhanka district ekintu ekihoire. Omulimo guno ekagukwasa kampuni bakweta Nexus Green. Baita habwe ensonga ezimu ezitasoboire kubani zimanyibwa habwire bwa hati abasoboire kuhika batugambire nti project eno ejja kuba netambura kurungi obwire bukweyongeraho baliyo nibetereza na habwo kintu tusaba abayikazi abakuganyirwa mu project eno bagumikirize okuhikya ministry bwera kamara kwetereza.
Similarly, Sekuye revealed that currently Kezimbira water supply system in Mugarama sub-county Kibale district that was launched in May this year at a tune of 431 million shillings contracted by Nexus Green for 3 months is at 70%, and the tower where the reservoir tank will be placed has been constructed. Away from that, Kibale Grade 1 Magistrate, His Worship Derek Kamanzi, has today remanded 4 different people to Kibale Government Prison on separate charges of aggravated defilement. The first suspect is Emmanuel Sava, a 40-year-old resident of Kihogoro village in Kayanja sub-county Kibale district, who is alleged to have committed the offense on 21st of last month while at Kasozi village in Kayanja sub-county against a minor aged 11 years. Similarly, Innocent Sunday alias Boy, aged 18 years, a resident of Kikuba village in Mugarama sub-county in Kibale district, is accused of defiling a 13-year-old girl on the 13th of July last year while at Kikuba village. Meanwhile, the same court remanded Francis Baluku, a 24-year-old youthful man, a resident of Kihinduki village in Nyamarwa sub-county Kibale district, for defiling a 13-year-old juvenile. Prosecution told court that on the night of 27th of last month, Baluku performed sexual acts with the 13-year-old juvenile, whereas another 4th suspect, Joseph Alinaito alias Mayanja, aged 18 years, a resident of Buroro A village in Mugarama sub-county Kibale district, was also remanded to the same prison over defiling a 7-year-old man. Prosecution told court that Joseph Alinaitwe committed the offense on the 11th of last month. In the dock, all the 4 suspects were not allowed to take any plea because the court lacks jurisdiction to such cases, and they have been remanded to Kibale Government Prison until 10th of next month, when they will appear before the Chief Magistrate. Over to Kakumiro District, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has given 10 million shillings condolence money to the family of Vincent Katweri, 74, a historical who was buried today in Kamuli village in Chikwaya sub-county, Kakumiro District. Kdr's correspondent Tom Kiamanya reports that the condolence was delivered today by the State Minister for Transport, Fred Byamukama.
na yambike no hari abo Uganda Minister Fred Byamukama kandi umukurasi w'itaza rino rya Bugangazi West ayitanize mune milime mirombi iyo mupira gusi ono akozere kandi no pomwegesa ayatanishije somesa amasomo ga science mwaka 2013 obo St Albert Secondary School Katindo netandika ngo yatera abo Uganda rokenzo kwekwanza kurungi sente zimu kandi utazirwaniramu kandi yamanyita n'abagurusi okuranko kubagenda kwicara President Museveni umukozi ku 12 niko basobole kongera kukikamu kandi n'ebintu byabo yabaraganize ngo kwagenda kuba nazahereza President Fred harubagiru we ahabwira abebembezi andengo zone okuteka munamana mu kigombi abantu kwenyigira mirimo yo yaburungi bwansi kandi korera kurungi engudo na muno muneze zikozerwe mukuru wantera kasatu begomba lya kitoba okinisa kalisa elisha abo abagenzi babentero za kasatu agimiriye mu nabantu abenyigire muno nkwekonyeza umubazo gwo kuwirira icyagambire onkirete izo buhangwa kusisikara kandi neruka ebiwa kensenene nenswa kufwa Katwari Vincent aitiro burwaire bwa arusas kandi alekere abana na mwandu kandi kitambiro kya misa kebembe 11 faza bagenda Francis anyakugabire kore emirimo ye omukatindo ka Sefari On Kdr Chamnyato kiko ya sub county Nyamasaza Kakomero.
Thank you, Tom, for that report. Now, moving on, the regional plenary sitting in Gulu City has today kicked off with a large section of opposition members of parliament boycotting the event. The plenary kicked off at 10 a.m. with the proclamation of the Speaker of Parliament, Annette Among, at Kaunda Playgrounds in Gulu City. But the majority of the seats provided for the opposition members of parliament at the start of the plenary remained vacant, with the leader of opposition Joel Senyonyi a no-show in the House, and the National Unity Platform, with the majority opposition seats in Parliament, had only 3 members in the House. But in the communication to the House, the Speaker retaliated that the boycotters of the plenary were misinforming the country, arguing that the regional sitting of Parliament is budget neutral. The regional plenary sitting is the first of its kind in the country since 1962, when the country attained its independence, and the sitting is expected to be extended to the eastern, western and central Uganda, with the major aim of bringing the gap between the parliament and the local populace. President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni is expected to attend the plenary tomorrow, Thursday. Now, crossing over to Kasese District, the Forum for Democratic Change leadership in Kasese District is urging its members not to join the Katonga faction, which is seeking to form a new political party. Yesterday, the faction applied to the Electoral Commission to reserve the name People's Front for Freedom, PFF, signaling the start of another splinter group from the main FDC party. Kasese has traditionally been a stronghold for the FDC, producing 6 members of parliament as the majority of the local government leaders in the 2026 general elections. Ronald Bwambali Baluku, the Kasese District FDC chairperson, states that it is not possible for the FDC to be dissolved, and the legitimate leadership has no such intentions.
It is not possible that FDC as a party can get dissolved unless ibobonyine nyini abataka ibabaliye twamu eri windi yibye dissolved no kweryo ebimwe bere mukowa bekala bukosha radio ebisibya ngatokekana kundi FDC as an institution si ute che yakolire namuna wire, and the legitimate leadership ye party FDC where I serve as the district chairperson n'abandi abakangwa maku si yakola resolution yosi.
Meanwhile, Robert Centenary, the party's Western Region President and former Kasese Municipality MP, mentions that if the Katonga faction forms a new political party, it could help FDC supporters navigate the ongoing confusion.
You are still listening to KDR News Broadcast. This is the news on the international scene.
For the news on the international scene, U.S. prosecutors have issued revised charges against Donald Trump for the former president's alleged attempts to interfere in the 2020 election after losing the contest. The updated wording tries to navigate a Supreme Court ruling that presidents have broad immunity from criminal prosecution for official acts. The ruling had thrown this case into doubt. Trump denies accusations that he pressured officials to reverse the results, knowingly spread lies about the election fraud, and sought to exploit a riot at the U.S. Capitol to delay the certification of Joe Biden's victory. It appears unlikely the case and other criminal charges he faces will reach court before the next election on 5th of November this year. The early tonight is 14 minutes past 8 p.m. As I wind up the newscast, a quick look on the top stories once more. Residents, local leaders decry slow progress of Rukindo solar-powered water supply system works. Opposition seats vacant as regional plenary commences in Gulu. Kasese FDC leaders discourage members from joining Katonga splinter group, and Trump faces revised 2020 election interference charges. That's it. My name is Deo Asiimwe. I wish you the best of your Wednesday night, and please keep with us.
From all over the world, local, regional, national and international, Kdr FM brings you all the stories. Kdr FM News, world's proudly sponsored by MTN.
You used to tell me that I don't make you happy. All that